yard to go for the first. And now they're in the hurry-up. A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And a solid run down inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Red zone opportunity. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Over the middle, it's Amendola. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Stafford on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he motions the wide receiver. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll run with Darquan. And he has the first and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the Bengal fans are probably saying, where has that been?
And they have to, because everyone wants to talk about having a balanced offense. But these two, Andy Dalton, A.J. Green, their connection is vital to their chances of winning.
He's going to... That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 51 yards. Zero. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ray Malaluga in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Throwing is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They come up in an offset eye. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Zebra, blue 10.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. The first down throw coming for Dalton. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Dagger. Hey, 380. Zebra.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They send Green to the left on his own. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whipped on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Second down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Stafford, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Shipped together here from the D-line. Here's Darkwa. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They send Green to the left on his own. Andy Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come up in an offset eye. They go with Abdullah again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Abdullah. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be first down.
Yo, surprise, you hear me?
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Hey, homie.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
It's cool, man. I don't give a fuck. It's over with.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use it.
Good game. I thought I was talking to you the whole game. I didn't know I had my fucking mic muted. I said I didn't know my mic was muted. I was talking to you the whole goddamn game. But you couldn't hear me. I had my... It's cool. Good game, though, man. You kicked my ass. I took that. I gotta work on my red zone shit. That's what's killing me. Every time I get to that red zone, I fuck up.
Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.